So, Satou Sabally. Satou is somebody that has been tipped to go to the Fever. She's somebody that has made it no secret, absolutely no secret whatsoever, that she wanted to go to the Fever, that she wanted to test free agency, that she wasn't the happiest in Dallas. Yeah, like, 'tis unlikely. 'Tis very, 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 very unlikely that Satou ends up staying for or ends up leaving now. And I got sent held. I got sent held. I thought that this was Satou's account. There's an extra Y there. I got sent held. I got sent held. Oh no, I got absolutely sent held right here. And this video, which was originally going to be Satou Sabally to is confirmed she's staying, but nah, I still think Satou's going to stay. I still think it's very, very unlikely Satou leaves, because if you look at the reasons for going to Fever, to play with a unselfish guard, to play with in a big market, to play in for a winning team, and also the fact that, again, they can core her. Like, people don't realize that in the WNBA. Like, yes, you can obviously core someone against their will. Every team will do that, and then they'll core them and trade them. But at the end of the day, Satou is going to be cored by Dallas. And there is going to be, I would say, a 85% chance. I am as confident in Satou staying in Dallas as I am in Kelsey Mitchell staying in Indiana, which I think is a near guarantee. So, Arike, Paige Bueckers, and Satou Sabally. It is the job of the coach to make sure Arike stops shooting 3 of 24. Like, Arike last season, if I'm not mistaken, did not have a game where she shot above 50% from the field. Like, I want to show you guys Arike's game log. And this is what, when everyone being like, oh, Arike is unbelievable player, and like, oh, you know, Caitlin Clark's inefficient. First of all, points per shot attempted guard, it was literally only Kayla McBride above Caitlin Clark. But as you can see, 10 of 17 against the Fever. The last game of the season she played, her last game of the season, was the first time she went above 50%. 8 of 16 was 50%. 8 of 17, 7 of 17, 7 of 17, 3 of 13, 6 of 20 in the game before. 12 of 25 against the Fever. Like, it was just the Fever. 12 of 25, 10 of 17, and 8 of 21 against Fever, which it wasn't great, but she had a game winner. But, like, you're looking at these games where it's like 9 of 28. She had a 7 of 30 game. 6 of 17. 9 of for 27. 2 for 15. 3 for 11. 6 for 18, 8 for 22, 6 for 16. Like, these were just common. 2 for 15. Like, she shot tour dates regularly. She shot tour dates for the season. And that's going to have to be fixed for Arike. Like, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to fix, they're going to have to talk about that. And I think whoever the coach is going to have to make Arike, is going to have to try to turn Arike into Kelsey Mitchell. Because Arike is a very good shooter. She is a good scorer. And basically tell Arike, you are not allowed ISO at more than 5 seconds in the shot clock. You can cut, you can spot up. You are not allowed to isolate somebody with more than 5 seconds in the shot clock. If you get the ball with 5 seconds to go, then you can do Arike things. But with more than 5 seconds to go in the shot clock, you are not allowed ISO. Like, I think that needs to be a rule for whoever the coach is. Because the best player on this team is Paige Bueckers. The second best player on this team is Satou Sabally. But, I still can't believe I got sent hell. I said it in the last video. Oh no. I forgot I uploaded the freaking video where I got sent held. I can't believe that. I got sent held and I mentioned that, oh, Satou's definitely staying. Man, I got sent held on an upload. Damn. But I need to be better at that. Either way, we are looking at this team, and I can't see them not, especially if Satou stays. I can't see them, like, they become the third to fifth best team in the W. Because this was the fourth best team in the WNBA. They just had a bad year last year. This is a team that will have a starting five of Satou will be playing the four. Probably JC Sheldon, Paige Bueckers, Arike Ogunbowale, and Tiara McCowan. And a good coach, what a good coach would do is they would find a way to, maybe if you can somehow put in a Maddie Siegrist into your starting five, instead of like wasting Maddie Siegrist, get her into the starting five and use Satou like she's a unicorn. Don't use her as just a spot up shooter at the three. Use her as what she is, a 6'4" guard who can guard centers. Play her at the five. Play her at the five, spread out, and have the best offense in the history of W. And your defense is still going to be better than with Tiara McCowan on the floor. Like, you've got that type of lineup. And then you've got Uzun in there as well. You've got, if they have a second round pick, again, these second round picks this year, you're going to find good players. Like, there's going to be like Cheyenne Sellers there. Sanaya Rivers is going to be there. Haley Van Lith is going to be there in the second round. Like, I think Haley Van Lit's going to start shooting up draft boards. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Aisha Sivka or a Citron drop to the round 2. If you want defense, Raven Johnson's going to be there. Although Raven Johnson might fall out of the freaking third round with the way she's playing this year. And if you want a power forward, Destiny Adams is there, who's been arguably the best player in college. So it's like, there's a lot of good players there. And then if you look in free agency, like, you want to look at the 2025 WNBA free agents, and you might need a center. You might need a center because, again, like, you don't have that much. The problem is you don't have a max slot. But if you are Dallas, because there's no centers in this draft, like, Tiara McCowan is on big money next year. Like, you can't afford to keep Tiara McCowan. But if you want to look kind of down a little bit, maybe you can convince someone like a Cheyenne Parker-Tyus to come for way under her value. Maybe because Mercedes Russell wants out. She had a terrible season. Mercedes Russell might be available for around 100K, especially on a 1 year. She might be available for 100K for 1 year, which is a good backup center and arguably a better player than Tiara McCowan. Like, you're probably going to lose Kalani Brown in the expansion. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, if you could maybe give it a big offer to Temi and force Indiana to match it, because Temi Fagbenle would be the perfect center to play beside a Satou Sabally with a Paige Bueckers and stuff. You just need a mobile defensive center. So yeah, or how about bringing back Owakuya? How about bringing her back? Like, she's someone that is athletic, 6'6", and could do a job, especially if you are looking to play a little bit more fast-paced. So yeah, like, I think Satou is almost certainly going to stay. I would be at an 80% chance for Satou staying. I would say 80% stay, 20% leave. That would be my theory when it comes to Satou Sabally. Like, I know some people are going to be very much on the Satou is definitely staying or Satou is definitely leaving. I would be on the 80% Satou is staying. Because, again, I think they're going to core her. And why would she leave when she can play out the 1 year deal and then she can go in 2026? Like, why would she go, for example, why would she go to Indiana and Indiana might have to gut their franchise together this year when she could give it a go, just personally for her, when she could give it a go for 1 year in Dallas, and if it doesn't work out, walk to Indiana next year in free agent as an unrestricted free agent? Like, why? Why would they? Because you're going to have to use probably the core tag on Arike, because Arike might not want to stay. So she's not going to be cored going to 2026. So she's going to be there. Like, she's going to be available then. So why would she not try to make it work this year? Why would she want to leave a year earlier when she could try and make it work in Dallas? Dallas is her home as of right now in America. And then she could try and make it work next year. Like, I don't see a reason why she would leave after them getting Paige freaking Bueckers.